Hi Sagittarius, thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing. Okay, you've had a lot of cards fall out, but I think there's a reason why the pile has fallen out. What do you have? The Four of Swords, Ten of Chalices, Five of Pentacles, the World card, the Devil, and the Six of Chalices. Okay, starting off with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a time where reflection is needed, looking within, maybe a more prominent reliance on spirituality, meditation, or withdrawing from maybe what can be a chaotic time for you. The Four of Swords indicates that solitude is needed and withdrawal. So for some of you, this could be a quiet time of reflection. There might be a lot happening for you, Sagittarius, this month, or maybe there's been a lot that's been happening. You've been dealing with a lot of changes or trying to implement a lot of changes in your life, especially new starts, new beginnings, travels and relocations for some of you, and they're really big changes. And I feel for some, these changes are yet to occur. For some, it could be in regards to a relationship that you do have the Six of Chalices, which can be seen as relationships, partnerships, things that are still in early stages. So I feel a lot of you may be in the early stages of a relationship or just contemplating what's been happening around you or what is to happen around you. So maybe it's important that you do take the time out. You know, the Devil card is here, so there can be some sort of manipulation this month. There can be someone that is maybe a little bit dishonest or is doing something dark or taboo, or maybe you're a little bit hesitant about this, Sagittarius. So for the time being, you might just hold off from participating in some way. What I really love is that you have the Ten of Chalices here, and the Ten of Chalices is harmony. It is about partnerships. It is the Chalice of Souls. It's togetherness. And it's a happy union. I love that it's a Chalice of Souls. So for some of you, you're really fulfilling soulful ambitions, if that makes any sense at all. I really feel like something that you know there's a deeper meaning to, or you know there's a higher purpose to, or you know that there's a soulmate around you. I really feel like you're doing something for the soul this month, which is beautiful. But I really feel for some of you, it's a relationship or a marriage, or even a friendship that's making you feel like the Ten of Chalices. This is beautiful. There's lots of harmony here. I feel for the most part in relationships, there is a lot of harmony and wonderful things. It's almost like this outpour of emotion that may be coming in with the Ten of Chalices, but I feel it could go either way for some of you. You see how the swords, some swords are pointed that way and some swords are pointed this way. I feel there's a dual energy. Some, especially in relationships, will have lots of harmony and beautiful soul connections. Absolutely. You know, the World card is here. All bets are off. Anything's possible. But for others, I feel like there's a little bit of temptation with the Devil card, or darkness, or maybe there's something you're unsure about, Sagittarius, and you're retreating. Maybe you're seeing someone's true colors. Someone could be a little bit manipulative around you, and you're finally seeing that this isn't alignment with your soul happiness. This isn't alignment with what your soul wants. This isn't alignment with who you are, your soul, your character, your being, your consciousness. This person isn't aligning with this, Sagittarius, and there's a reason why. But for others, I feel like your souls are connecting in a really wonderful way, and this doesn't have to be romantic. It could absolutely be just meeting someone or having someone in your life that you feel you're very connected to, and there's a lot of harmony coming in from this person with the Ten of Chalices. This is also togetherness, embracing something, embracing an idea, a person, a thought, a implemented action, an intended action. Next card over you have is the Five of Pentacles, which could be financial setbacks. For some of you, you might be overindulging with the Devil card in spending money, overindulging in fantasies, overindulging in substances, or maybe just overindulging in general on drinking, on smoking, on excessive activities, on lingerie, on clothing. There could be something that you're just getting a little bit overindulging with, and as a result, there could be financial setbacks with the Five of Pentacles, obstacles, problems, setbacks in money or in the physical realm. There's some sort of setback for some of you. The Devil card can be seen as a Capricorn, so for those that are dealing with a Capricorn, there might be some sort of setbacks, or if you are dealing with either an air sign or earth sign, this is also possible that there's a notion. I really feel there's some sort of manipulation, though, for some of you. It could also be manipulation of finances, so it could even be like you might find someone else is using your credit card without your consent, or someone else has hacked or logged into your online banking, or has accessed a voucher of yours or something like this as well. So that it could be that this might come up. I see that travel will bring you harmony of some sort here, the World card. Someone foreign might be coming in around you for love or for partnerships, for work as well. For some of you, I feel like you could be starting a new role, or your business or company might be expanding internationally with the World card. There's a lot of growth happening with the Six of Chalices. It's like you're building on top of something here. So for some of you, you are building an empire, absolutely. For some of you, feel a little bit chained in your 9 to 5, the 9 to 5 grind. It isn't working for you anymore, Sagittarius. And some of you want to break free from these obstacles. See these two people, how they're chained? Some of you feel really stuck or confined in your current set of circumstances, and it's time to break free, Sagittarius. It's time to let go of that, because as I said, there's a world of possibility that awaits you. For some, there's a romantic connection that's happening with a foreign person, someone of a different religion, religious orientation, tradition, belief, heritage, ancestral links to you that's coming in with the World card. I also feel like for those that are in creative or doing creative pursuits, the World card could indicate that your creative pursuits or your talent really is picked up by someone and takes off. I also feel like some of you are led into a new world somehow this month. The creation of a new world, or the opening up of a new world, and it could very well be a world of excess. So say, for example, if you're trying to pursue fame, suddenly a lot of doors are opening up, and all of a sudden you're being invited into a world of maybe greed or excess or drugs or sex or just excessiveness. For some of you, it could be that, Sagittarius. So, as I said, there's a lot of contradictions in these cards this month, so I think you'll be going different ways for a lot of you. But the Devil card can represent uncertainty. It can represent manipulation. It can represent submitting or giving into the darkness or giving into despair. And for a lot of you, you do need to talk to someone about this or to reflect, because it can be serious. Sometimes we get into these dark phases, Sagittarius, and what I'm saying here is that harmony always prevails over darkness or over anything that you feel is causing you discomfort. There'll always be harmony and peace and love that will prevail. So I think for a lot of you, you will see this contrast. For others, it's a relationship, it's not working, or it's a boss, it's someone that's possibly manipulating you, preventing you from growing and flourishing, preventing you from having harmony because maybe their own interests serve them rather than your interests. And there could be this notion of someone else taking you for granted, Sagittarius, and some of you are breaking free from this. You're starting to see the contrast. You're seeing where your harmony is and where it isn't. And you notice the difference. You're noticing that difference in your life, whether you're with this person or without this person, or working for this employer or not working for this employer. So there's something different And it doesn't have to be a Capricorn. It can be any sign that has this sort of manipulative behavior, or someone that tries to tame you, or someone that's not bringing out the best in you, Sagittarius. Someone that you're not feeling very free with, that you can't be your complete self. For others, it's a totally different story. The Six of Chalices. Beautiful partnership here. Past life, possibly connection here with the Six of Chalices. Pleasant memories, purity, innocence, nostalgia. For some of you, it's being pure and honest with yourself and saying, yes, I can move on with this person, or no, I cannot move on with this person. But for some, it's a very whirlwind romance that's happening. I definitely feel it's more centered on relationships this month for you than career. For those that are career-oriented or in business, I feel like you might be going through some sort of funk this month, maybe for some of you, especially financially. There might be some sort of setbacks, but I do see that harmony will prevail. Because there is duality, as I've mentioned. The Devil card is the number 16. The number 15, which comes down to a 6, and you have 6 here. So you have 2 6s, but look how different they are. 1 6 is maybe a little bit more darker, maybe a little bit more tempting, maybe a little bit more submissive. The other 6 is positive and flourishing and pure. So there's a lot of duality here for you this month. So it could go either way. But you need to plan ahead. You need to look ahead. There's 2 eyes here, the eye of Horus. You need to plan ahead, and you need to protect yourself, Sagittarius, because you are the most important person to you. Your interests, your harmony comes first. Peace with yourself, doing things for the soul. This is what you need to think about this month. What's going on, whether this is in relationships or relationships with superiors, with colleagues, with bosses, and why the 4 of Swords is needed, why you need this period of reflection, and if these 2 relate in some way, because you have the eye of Horus here, and it's come up twice. So obviously protection is needed, or guidance in some capacity, Sagittarius. Let's have a look. Okay, Page of Swords. There's definitely someone that is putting it over you a little bit, that's making you feel differently about yourself. I feel for some of you, you want to heal in something. Now, whether you're healing from a relationship, whether you're healing from negative thoughts, whether you're healing from substance abuse with the Devil card, which can be addictions, because with the Devil card, the devil has power over these people here. So it's not to translate as the devil physically has power over you. It's just something has a very strong hold over you. And this could be a substance, this could be a person, this could be a way of thought. The Page of Swords is here, so it can be a way of thought, a thought process, negative thoughts, overindulging in something. It says that you're governed and influenced by something very much so this month. And I feel you want to heal from it. Because the healing card, the Star card is the healing card. And you want to heal from it. You want to move forward, but you keep looking back. And what I'm wondering here is it a relationship for some of you that you can't seem to heal from, or that you can't seem to move on from? Or somehow you hope that things might be aligning for you again. And for some, there may be some sort of healing or reconciliation that will happen with a loved one that has maybe manipulated you in the past, and maybe has caused you to be the Page of Swords and the 4 of Swords. And for some, this person hasn't mended their ways, hasn't changed the error of their ways. They're still the same person. But for others, there has been healing that has taken place. So it could be a substance, it could be a drinking problem, it could be someone was just really, maybe verbally didn't really treat you right, or put you down a little bit, Sagittarius. I get the feeling that you felt you weren't shining for some reason, so I don't feel like you could have been your real you, like a real authentic you. And, you know, that's a little bit concerning because that's no way to live life. That's no way to be in a relationship where you can't be the best version of yourself. Okay, Six of Swords. Some of you are definitely leaving behind this sort of devil situation, whether it is manipulation, whether it is leaving a relationship. You're walking away from it. You're moving away. In fact, you're moving into healing. And whether or not this means having this substance or this person in your life, I don't think so. I think you're moving away from it, to be honest, with the Six of Swords. I think you've been scared to move away from it, Sagittarius, but eventually you will. For some, I get this notion of travel. There's like a notion of movement, travel, or relocating. I feel like some of you want to just up and leave because you think there's something destined for you elsewhere, or that you're being called to another location, or something is drawing you in, Sagittarius, and I think you're going about it the right way. For those that feel that there's something out there for you, and maybe you feel, maybe the devil card for some of you, you know, isn't a substance and isn't a person. Maybe it's just you feeling trapped, you feeling confined in your current set of circumstances and you're not able to move. For example, say you have young children and you can't just pick up and leave because finances are involved and children's schooling is involved, and so many other factors come into play that could delay this movement for you. But for some of you, I feel like you're going to break free from this 9-to-5 grind or break free from this cycle. And for some of you, it is a relocation. There is something that's calling you. There's a reason why. I'm always a big believer, if there's something that's within you, a feeling, a hunch, an intuition that's guiding you to something, it's obviously coming from somewhere. There's definitely inspired thought. There's a want, there's a desire. And sometimes, okay, realism kicks in and maybe financially you can't afford it right now, but that doesn't diminish the desire any less. And I think if you're practical about these steps, you can certainly achieve some sort of level or work towards these dreams in some capacity. Absolutely. 9 of Swords. For some of you, this is going to keep repeating itself. You'll keep thinking about this person. Maybe it's an air sign. You do have an Aquarius here. Gemini, Libra. And if it's not a person, it's definitely travel plans or moving away from this toxic relationship. And my question that I pose to you is, how long are you going to be the 9 of Swords if you're having these problems? Is this the life you had envisioned for yourself? For some of you, you're alone. If you are in a relationship, you feel alone. You feel like you're not in the same alignment with this other person, that you're just incompatible. And I think some of you might like the thought of a relationship, and you might think this person is, oh, you know, they're a star and they're amazing, but are they amazing for you? Because everyone's definition of perfection is different. And are they amazing in the sense that they bring out the best version of you? They bring out the happiness, the blissful, beautiful, wonderful you. I have a best friend that's a Sagittarius, and I can tell you for a fact she definitely brings out a wonderful energy in me when I'm around her. And they're so amazing and amicable and easygoing that sometimes they can get taken advantage of. And I hate to see that happen to you, Sagittarius. So I'm just telling you as a warning here, if this is a person that's doing this, it's time to move away. It's time to move away, or God forbid you'll be in another cycle like this for a very, very long time. For others, I feel like if it's a substance, you're going to heal from it. You're moving away. You're working towards healing. You've been hesitant about it. Say, for example, if it's AA, or if it's dark thoughts, it could be depression, insomnia. I feel like you are moving away from it, which is really, really positive. So, look, I've brought out the Devil card. I've brought out what it can mean. I apologize if it's been a little bit negative. I just feel like there is healing that's taken place. I just think it's about acknowledging things that are taking place for you, Sagittarius. And I do hold you in very high regard. But look, that's for those that are dealing with this sort of, and you know, it could be a person, it could certainly be a boss, you know, a person outside of a relationship. Maybe it's a sibling, maybe it's someone that is bringing out these feelings in you that aren't harmonious, that completely contrast the harmony and wonderful soul flourishing for you. And you know, that's not always hard, that's not always easy to deal with, especially if it is a family member. But I think healing can happen. I just think you need to remove yourself from some sort of situation. I do, especially thought-wise. You may be hung up on someone's words, and it's not to your benefit. But look, for others of you, and you know, before I move on to that, this could be where the setbacks come in, because this is obstacles, this is setbacks. So it's just important. If this person wants to heal with you, and if they want to be a reformed person that can offer you love or something like this, then I think, yes, it's worth investing your time and energy into them, because if you see potential for this person to heal, or your relationship to heal, or from maybe it's your partner that has a substance issue maybe, and if you believe that they're taking that action, then I absolutely 100% encourage that the two of you be on this journey together. You do have someone else in the boat here with you. So this is who you are, Sagittarius. This is your wonderful supporting nature. So for some, absolutely stand by your partner or whoever it is that's going through this. For others, though, as I said, it's really centered on relationships. So for those that are interested in career, this may not be an ideal reading for you. I just feel it's definitely more centered around relationships. Harmony in relationships with the 6 and the 10, manifesting things you've been wanting to manifest, relationships, relationship milestones. I feel like some of you are definitely meeting someone who encompasses a lot of what you're after, who ticks a lot of boxes for you. And you're definitely working towards achieving wonderful things together. Harmony, but this is manifestation. It can be a lot of things up in the air, but this is going to be reiterated to you. This is concrete plans for the future. The 3 of Wands is here. For some of you, you're definitely going to go the distance with someone you're involved with romantically. This could also be a collaboration. The 6 of Cups doesn't have to be romantic. It just symbolizes a connection or a collaboration being in the early stages. So I feel for those that are collaborating in business, have recently had a new colleague start at their workplace, for example, or recently have had a new manager start in their company, I feel you're going to go the distance with this person. There's going to be a very strong compatibility between the two of you, and you might be friends or associates for a very long time together, and work very well together and have a lot of cooperation between the both of you. For some, there is this notion of meeting someone on travels. You had the travel card come up. The 3 of Wands can denote travel, movement, relocation. Some of you are starting a new life or seriously sitting down and planning a new life. And there's going to be a lot of harmony, a lot of changes, and it can be overwhelming, Sagittarius, but you're very adaptable. And I think you definitely want to embrace the change. Knight of Wands, again, movement, fire. This is you. There's a fire in your belly this month, Sagittarius, and you want to move forward. You want to be the Knight of Wands and go the distance, pursue the dream, go to that country, relocate, take the initiative towards that relationship. I love this. I do. I think there's wonderful positive connections here, or collaborations, and it could very well be with someone foreign. They might be in a different country. Their company might be in a different country or different state or province. But I think you'll have a lot. This person will have a lot to say to you, and vice versa, and you'll be in each other's lives for quite some time to come. I just want to take out these 2 cards that are sticking out. Okay, 8 of Wands, there's still a lot of steps to take. But I love this. 6, 7, 8. The 8 is abundance. There's definitely synchronicity around you this month. You also had the Moon card. The Moon card can signify anxiety, creativity. I also feel like you're preempting something here. There's a lot of emotion towards a collaboration. I see a lot of emotional investment in someone. It could be a water sign because you do have a lot of chalices here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or connecting with this person in the times of Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And it's powerful. It is. The Moon card is a very emotionally magnetic connection with someone here. Some of you are journeying into the unknown and you're still unsure about how you feel about it, Sagittarius. But as I said, if you're being called to something, a relationship, a collaboration, some of you might be rekindling with someone you knew from your past or from your childhood. Could be families. You'll be reunited in some way here. Could be pets that you once had that are coming back to you with the Moon card. So I do see potentially life-changing events for you. But look, I will leave it at that. And for those that were wanting more clarification, please feel free to contact me for a private reading.